Hello everybody. So it looks like Babel got a bit of an update. More of a clarification on the quality of life changes I talked about earlier, you know, with the ed bank and the skill changes and whatnot. So let's just go through them really quick. So yeah, skill slots are free, expanded by default. Transcendent is not expanded, but can be expanded by clearing a quest or purchasing the expansion medal. So how, like I talked about before, like everything will be free to you, except the transcendent ones, where you get one of them for doing the job change, but it looks like you get another one for doing a quest. So even that one will be easy to get. Here we have the ED shop update. Skill slot expansion medal transcendence, adult stage pets, pet fetch aura, character avatars, etc. are sold in the ED shop. So and I'm impressed with ED bank shop. I was talking about this before, where it's just like, what is purchasable with ed that's in the item mall? And, you know, we finally found out. Number 3, changes to NPC exchange feature. Mass exchanging items from NPC will give different items as opposed to just one, so you don't actually get one big stack of item you don't want. This was a really big thing, really back in the day when we used a bunch of those medals you get. I think it was called heroic medal, a medal that you get for clearing random dungeons, and then you happen to get a coin for that. Yeah, it's like sometimes you just don't want a massive one garbage item just like 2 in it, but here you just want, you know, just do a mass exchange at once. So this is nice. So quicker, number 1, changes to beginning level zone. Lake Noah's is removed. Elder and Ruben Village's portals become connected. Field related quests are either removed or the reward and EXP are adjusted. Search feature added to content guide page. A level requirement for air to island entry and related quests changed to level 90 plus. Level requirement for crush related to Ludo mode changed to level 75 plus. So this is interesting. Seems like they're trying to phase out fields. Fields were there to be like less stamina consumption, but more consistent EXP. So you could get your levels using less stamina, but it would take longer. And field bosses, of course, are pretty nice. So it seems like they're trying to phase out fields because no one likes fields anymore, which is reasonable. Search feature added to the content guide. I mean, that's nice. I'm not sure that many people use the guide. This is interesting. They changed the level requirement for Erida to 90 plus. I don't know if that means they're going to change Erida in the future, but I don't know. No one really runs Erida, so we'll see how that changes. And then Ludo mode, quest related, changed to 75 plus. Not a big deal, but there you go. So quicker, number 2, story quests, skip feature. We've talked about this before, but it seems like 5 levels over, you can skip the story quest, get 50% of the EXP, get the items, no ED. Dungeon level is shown in the dungeon next to the select window. That's nice. There you go. So number 3, the Eltrio Studio quest is removed. This was a quest to get a bunch of like backdrops for the photo studio. Quest related to Eltrio Studio removed. Players that already completed the steps can still finish the quest. The quest rewards advanced inside camera combat entertainment studio can be chained to the cash shop or ED shop. However, item purchased in the ED shop are labeled as clubbable items and cannot be traded. There you go. Anybody who cared about the photo studio, which is it's pretty cool. Getting all those backdrops can sometimes be annoying. Even getting the camera can be really annoying. So there you go, just buy it with ED. Alright, we got crazy Metro Pupil system changes for number 4. I don't know they talked about this, but here you go. These are all the quests you had to do with your pupil. You know, now it's just like less. It's just less of what it was before, so sure, why not? Here we got the next thing, condition for Mentor Pupil. So usually when Mentor Pupil ends, the relationship is ended between you two. You're not mentor people anymore, and you get a mail in your mailbox saying like, oh, I'm going on my own, made by the system. But now you just choose when you want to end it. Mentor system penalty. Relationship ending through pupil reaching 70 doesn't cause penalty. Time for getting a new mentor pupil. The relationship ends after pupil reaches level 99. Both mentor and pupil don't get the penalty time for getting a new mentor pupil. I'm not sure how long the penalty time was if you ended the relationship too early, but there you go. Number 5. The Resonance Quest. So remember, I was talking about this last time. It's literally what I said. Instead of doing each secret dungeon boss once, you just defeat a secret dungeon boss 7 times. Exactly what I said. This is very intelligent. You can do it in 1 day now. There you go. Resonance Quest is easy now just because you can do it in 1 day. Boom, bang. Exactly as said. I genius. Camilla's Skill Quest. I don't think we talked about this, but yeah, the Skill Quest is easier now. So overall, you would have to do 10 dungeons with the first one, but now they reduced it by half. Same here, reduced it by more than half actually, and same, more than half here. So bang, intermediate, advanced, expert, all take about half as amount of time as it did before, so that's really good. Number 7, stamina consumption. Stamina consumption for all dungeons and fields reduced. Air to island doesn't consume stamina. We still don't know how much, well, it's reduced by, but I don't know how you would tell, but there you go, it's reduced. So we got more diverse. Number 1, character expansions for existing characters. Characters have less than 8 times 5 get their inventory space expanded to 8 times 5. What? That was different than what he said before, because what he translated before is that anybody less than 8 times 5 will just get an extra row. But this is saying characters that have less than 8 times 5 get their inventory space expanded to 8 times 5, which would be amazing if that's true. I'm not sure which one's true, is whether people who earlier characters get their inventory expanded to 8 by 5, or we just get an extra row. I would obviously rather this because this is more, but you know, we'll see. I'm fine with either. You know, getting extra inventory is always nice. I will not, you know, hit a gift horse in the mouth. So whichever one we get, I'll be happy with. Board trade limit changed to 5 bill. We talked about this, very simple stuff. So more rare things will be up on the board soon enough. Shared bank. This is number 3, the new feature, the shared bank. You can store ED in shared bank. Bank sort feature added. Ooh, that's nice. The sort feature. Maximum edit amount is changed to 5 bill. Well, it is 5 bill. Maximum edit allowed is allowed in shared bank. Might vary depending on bank membership level. Huh. Interesting. So it is shared between your account. Okay. I was thinking about that before. It's like, oh, can you trade your ED with your other characters? So there you go. Number 4, heroic, secret, Elder Node City, Tower Defense, get 1 free entry per day. Secret dungeon, Elder Node City, Tower Defense can be entered 1 time without ticket requirement. Oh, this is better than I thought before, because remember I was talking about, I wonder if it's just letting you run the dungeon once a day, or just like counting you for 1 ticket. This is better than I thought, because that means you can do 1 city and 1 tower a day. I thought it was going to be like either 1 city or 1 tower, or it's going to be 1 city you can do on, if you choose to do tower, you would only have to do 2 tickets. But no, it's the best. It's the best option that they could have given us. So you can do 1 city for free and 1 tower defense for free. That's really nice, actually. That's amazing. This is like top 10 changes. This is like number 3 or number 2 or number 1 easily. This is amazing. Alright, number 5, Secret Dungeon tab. All Secret Dungeons are moved to separate Secret Dungeon tabs. Secret Dungeon tabs can be seen after reaching level 70. This is just kind of neat thing. Nothing big about it. Number 6, Heroic Gear rank revamp. Rank 10 or lower won't appear when identifying Heroic Gears. There was no point in level 1 to 10, so there you go. Alright, here we have Growing Elsword. Gear breaking point for enhancement increased to about +8. Gears won't start breaking until they reach +8 enhancement level. That means you can get to +8 safely without something breaking, and you won't have to use a scroll. Apocalypse Void Cube can now be bank shared. Simple stuff. You can bank share it now, get it on a stronger character, give it to a weaker character if you want. Number 3, drop rate for Apocalypse Void Weapon increases each time the dungeon is cleared without the cube dropping. Increased drop rate is reset if the cube is dropped. Makes sense. And the cube wasn't obtained by the character. Interesting. This is interesting, because usually when you don't obtain it, it doesn't include factors like the achievement. The achievement won't count if you don't pick up the cube. Like if you pick up the cube, the achievement will reset. If you don't pick up the cube, the achievement won't reset. So this is interesting. We still don't know how much it is increased by, but it's increased, so keep running the dungeon, you'll get it eventually. Number 4, PvP story quest revamp. We were talking about this before. There was an old PvP quest, so instead of getting a new one, this is just they're revamping the old one. Clearing gives +8 sparring gear. I think it was +7 before. Level requirement is 75. I think it was maybe 35 before. I'm not sure. Before, clear this quest, same thing. For this quest, same thing. Clear this quest, but it's +8 this time. Magic Necklace, Gladiator, Ring of Fury, so it seems like the same things in terms of the rewards. Maybe because these were timed, maybe these aren't timed. I'm not sure. Also, it's +8. That's like the biggest. It's still good. Still good. So, okay, character stat revamp. In the character information UI, average item level was replaced with combat and defense level. Dungeon entry requirements are changed to use combat levels. Following stats can be checked in the stat window. Deal damage to bosses. Great critical damage, reduced damage buff. Following stats can be checked in. These are the these are the weird stats that come from like L Resonance or like Heroic and El Reno gear. Like these are all the miscellaneous things, but now you can look at them. That's really cool. Like attack, additional damage to botches, strength skills, XP increase, drop rate increase. This is really neat. This is just like a nice little thing. Certain stats are changed in terms of percentage. Example, maximize 572 is changed to maximize 4%. Might as well, yeah. Changes to the beginning leveling zone gears. Set effects are removed for gears that drop in the beginning level zones 1 to level 90 for secret dungeon. Available amount of magic stone socket effects differ from the gear's level requirement. Beginning level zone gears get more random effects slots depending on the item's grade. Following stats compare effects from the beginning level zone. And here they have all the stats. Oh, really? Attack, huh? Oh, they have like interesting things. Like these are all the basic things. Skill damage. If defense ignores, item recovery, damage to bosses, skill MP cost reduction, damage received, and attack. Spec A and B are deleted. Existing specialization effects. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is the final thing. Specialization A and B are gone. Here we go. This is the final thing. Specialization A and B are gone. So here we have the specialization A and B were fixed that effects. What? Critical chance, maximize percent. Specialization A and B, certain set effects or titles might have been replaced with other stats. The specialization A and B were from random identification socket effects. You can go to the NPC area and choose the effects into one of the following effects: crit, maxi, add damage, damage reduction, MP cover. New job heroic L tiers no longer have the skill damage stacking effect. However, skill damage stacking effect on already existing items won't change. All skill damage increase effect will start appearing instead of skill damage stacking effect out of the maintenance. So this is what we're talking about with the gloves. I talked about that before. Instead of stacking effects, now we'll just get broad skill damage. Okay, no, now I understand. So spec A and B are deleted, like I said, existing, and if you already have spec A and B on something, it's changed depending on the situation that it's in. Okay. So if it's on fixed effects, like when you identify, it's changed to crit, which is A, and maxi, which is B. And certain set effects or titles might have been replaced with other stats. So it says might have been, so you check if you have A and set effect A and B on your set effect or title what it changed to, but it is changed to something. The spec A and B were from random identification. Oh wait, no, this is okay. So fixed stat effects are just what's on the like armor or what's on the costume. So it's always been there, no matter what. You can't change it. It's changed to crit for A or maxi for B. Okay, that makes sense. So if they're random identification or socket, you can change them to whatever you want. You can change to whatever you want. If it was spec A and B are gone. So if you like spec A and B, that kind of sucks, but you get to replace it with these. I mean, these are still good stats, so you can replace it with these. Those are all the changes. These are all clarifications. These still all seem like amazing things. Some of my favorite things are the inventory expansion and like the what was I saying before, the dungeon entry for free. And these things are nice too, just for free-to-play players like me, and the Ed Shop. So these are all amazing things. Can't wait to see them in KR. Can't wait to see them in NA maybe a month from now. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys